today I'm going to be doing Beyond Positive Thinking. Like and subscribe. Number 2, your intention statement must state what you want, not what you don't want. Intentions must emphasize the gain of something, not the loss of something. Do not describe what you are trying to move away from or eliminate. Instead, affirm what you are moving toward. The point is to keep your intentions and visualizations on what you are striving toward and not what you are leaving behind or trying to avoid. It has been my experience that many people use reverse intentions. Instead of affirming what they want, they affirm what they don't want. Your intention statement should be something you want, not something you think you should want. For example, if your mother told you you should be a doctor, is this a should or a want? Unless you want to be a doctor, it is a should. The best way to recognize if your intention statement is a should instead of a want is to lose your enthusiasm for doing your intention statement. If you lose your enthusiasm for doing your intention statement. If so, you are probably affirming a should instead of a want. The problem is that most people don't know what they want, so instead of formulating a positive outcome, they formulate a negative outcome. When I ask my coaching clients, what do you want? It is amazing how many struggle to come up with an answer that clearly states what they want. At best, they usually can come up with some improvement on their present situation or an improvement on something they don't want. The way they do this is by making comparisons. They use words such as more, better, etc. For example, I want to feel better. I want to be more self-confident. I want to have more money. Although that is better than affirming the negative, the drawback is that it always calls attention indirectly to a negative situation that they don't want. In other words, it draws attention to the things that their intention is supposed to be better than or more of. This keeps the negative possible outcome in their mind and defeats the whole purpose of making the intention statement in the first place. Let me give you an example. When I ask a client what they don't want, I find that they can tell me in great detail exactly what it is that they want to get rid of in their life. They'll say something like, I want my boyfriend to stop spending so much time with his mates. Or, I know I don't want a job where I have to travel so far. The reason for this is that they will have a very clear picture in their mind of what they don't like or don't want, and almost none or at best vague picture of what they would really like to have. In other words, their intention, preoccupation is usually with what they lack, what's wrong in their life. Unfortunately, this is entirely the wrong way to go about creating an effective intention. If you hold a negative picture in your mind about what you don't want or the things you don't like about your present situation, you are reinforcing that negative situation into your memory, and the end result is that you will keep experiencing it over and over again. If you can imagine a positive outcome that would eliminate your problem, then there is a very high probability that you will attract that outcome into your life. So if you focus on what you want instead of what you don't want, that will be the likely outcome. Why is this important? It is because your subconscious mind is like a computer. And as you probably know, a computer thinks in literal terms. When entering information into a computer to find the answer to a particular problem, you must be exact in the way you pose the question. Your subconscious mind and your brain work the same way. Like all computers, it is literal in its interpretation of the input that reaches it. Its performance or the final outcome depends on the precision of the command it receives. It must understand a command or it simply doesn't know what to do. So when you intend to do better in school or you make any other comparative statement, your computer mind doesn't understand. As far as your computer mind is concerned, doing better could mean anything. It could mean doing a lot better or just a tiny bit better. The problem is your subconscious doesn't know whether doing better in school means getting an A or a C+. As far as your computer mind is concerned, a C+ is better than a C. So if your intention statement is ambiguous, it will result in an ambiguous outcome. So you want to make your intention statements on like something you want, not something that you don't want. So like you want that to be clear. So if you say, I want to do better in school, that's like vague. You want to be like more precise. Like I want to get an A instead of like a C+ or something like that. You want to be like, you want to focus on something you want and you want to be like precise on that. And so, Apartment Prescription is a book about how my mom went from being a doctor to buying apartments, and it goes over how she found them, how she bought them, how she paid for them, some of her mistakes, and what she learned. And it's on Amazon, so you can buy it for a friend and family, or just for yourself. Okay, I hope you liked that. If you did, please like and subscribe. Bye!